Samsung is making two foldables this year, and they are not the same phone. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide just took a significant camera hit compared to the standard Fold 8. But here's the twist. It might actually be Samsung's smartest move yet. Let's get into it. So, the big news. The Fold 8 Wide is getting a 50-megapixel main camera at f1.8, not the 200-megapixel shooter you'll find on the standard Fold 8. That 50-megapixel sensor is likely borrowed from the vanilla Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus, not the Ultra tier. Meanwhile, the Fold 8's 200-megapixel primary runs at a superior f1.7, the same level as the S26 Ultra and the Z Fold 7. That f1.7 versus f1.8 gap sounds small on paper, but in real-world low-light photography, you will notice a difference. The Wide is sitting at a clear disadvantage in the main camera department compared to its sibling. That said, if you've ever used an S26 or F26 Plus, you already know that a 50-megapixel f1.8 sensor can still produce excellent photos in most everyday situations. This isn't a bad camera, it's just not the best camera. Here's where it gets interesting though. Both the Fold 8 and Fold 8 Wide share a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens at f1.9, and that actually puts the Wide ahead of last year's Fold 7, which used a much weaker 12-megapixel ultra-wide at f1.2. So yes, the Wide trades down on the main shooter, but its ultra-wide is a genuine generational upgrade over the Fold 7's ultra-wide. Same ultra-wide, by the way, that you'd find on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now throw in the competition. Apple's iPhone Ultra is expected to carry two 48-megapixel cameras on the back. Megapixels aren't everything, but the Fold 8 Wide's dual 50-megapixel system puts it in a legitimate conversation with Apple's first foldable on the imaging front. Both the Fold 8 and Fold 8 Wide share 10-megapixel front-facing cameras, one on the main display, one on the cover panel. No difference there. Where they do differ is the screen. The standard Fold 8 runs 8 and 6.5-inch panels, while the Wide drops to 7.4-inch inner and 5.4-inch outer. Different aspect ratios, different experiences. The Wide goes shorter and broader. The standard goes taller and more traditional. You'll have to decide which layout works better for how you actually use a phone. Under the hood, both phones share a lot. Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 for Galaxy, 12 gig and 16 gig RAM options, and the hero color for the Wide is confirmed as dark green, though whether that differs from the standard Fold 8's main marketing shade is still unclear. Now pricing. Nothing confirmed yet, but here's the thinking. Fewer cameras, slightly smaller screens, and a rumored small battery gap between the two suggests the Wide could land meaningfully below the Fold 8's price point. A figure as low as $1,600 has been floated, which would also make it considerably cheaper than the iPhone Ultra's expected $2,000 starting price. Samsung may need to trim one or two more corners to hit that number, but right now, those cuts aren't visible in the leaked specs. So here's the real picture. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide isn't trying to outspec the Fold 8. It's carving out its own lane. Better ultra-wide than the Fold 7, competitive with the iPhone Ultra on cameras, a unique wide form factor, and potentially a much friendlier price tag. The camera compromise isn't necessarily a downgrade story, it might just be Samsung finally pricing a foldable where more people can actually buy one. Would you take the Wide over the standard Fold 8? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe for full unpacked coverage when July hits. See you there. Peace out.